This is my audience. And let's talk about climate change. So, have you noticed how hot it's been lately? Summer is starting to feel a whole lot like a whole year instead of just a season. 61% of Americans are speaking out on how climate change is affecting their local community, says Pew Research Center. That is roughly 199 million people. So, what is climate change and why is it affecting so many people? Though climate change cannot be stopped, its progression can be slowed. This means that the more we know about it, the more we can help. I, like many of you, care about our planet. That's why I've deeply explored this topic in the hopes to share information that could possibly save our planet, our home. Today, I will be sharing with you what climate change is, the effects it has on our planets, and what we can do to slow its progression. Now, realizing just how important and detrimental having knowledge on climate change is, let's start discussing it. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperature and weather patterns. Mankind is the #1 cause of climate change. This is due to the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas, leading to heat-trapped gases. Along with heat-trapped gases, we also deplete our ozone layer, which causes even higher temperatures. These high temperatures over time change weather patterns and disrupt the usual balance of nature, says the United Nations. Let's discuss what these changes are and their effects. Heat waves caused by climate change are making it harder for people to live comfortably. Whether you have to work in it or have window units instead of central AC, there are several people and animals being affected. Changes in rainfall due to temperature changes lead to severe storms. These storms become more frequent and more severe. Flooding and landslides from these storms have caused many people to lose homes, cars, and communities while also costing billions of dollars. We also are seeing increased drought. Water is becoming scarcer in some regions, which causes destructive sand and dust storms. While dry land is spreading, land for growing food is reduced. People are now living with the threat of not having enough water on a regular basis. With these dry airs, wildfires are on a rise. In just the month of August alone, we have had 81 large wildfires, which burned a total of 645,000 acres in 15 states, says the National Fire Center. The total amount of lives lost has not been confirmed, though the numbers are high. The ocean, soaking up most of the heat from climate change, is warming and rising. This melts ice sheets and raises sea levels, endangering the coastal and island communities. The ocean also absorbs carbon dioxide. Remember the fossil fuels being burned mentioned earlier? Well, burning these fossil fuels leads to a higher emission of carbon dioxide, which the ocean absorbs, keeping it from the atmosphere. This higher level of carbon dioxide in the ocean's water endangers marine life. Therefore, climate change risks the survival of species on land and the ocean. A lack of fish, livestock, crops has caused global hunger and poor nutrition levels to skyrocket. So what can we do to help? The first step is doing what we're doing right now, talking about it. We can also be more mindful in how we travel, use electricity, and the food that we eat. A lot of our electricity and heat is powered by coal, oil, and gas. Doing things like lowering your heating and cooling usage, using cold water to wash clothes, and using energy-efficient appliances such as LED light bulbs can help. Vehicles burn diesel or gasoline, so walking and biking as much as possible will reduce toxic emissions. Airplanes also burn large amounts of fuel, so taking fewer flights can be one of the fastest ways to reduce environmental impact. Eating more vegetables and plant-based products requires less toxic gas emissions. When we throw food away, we are also wasting the resources used to grow, produce, package, and transport it. As this food rots in landfill, it produces methane, which is a powerful toxic gas. That all being said, we should remember these 4 words the next time we want to be more mindful of our planet: reduce, reuse, repair, and recycle. Now that we have discussed what climate change is, how it affects us, and what we can do to slow it down, it is now our responsibility to do something with this information. Will you tell a friend? Will you recycle your trash? I can only hope this speech will inspire someone to make an effort. This planet is our home, and it is screaming for our help. Will you listen? Thank you guys for listening to my speech.